All right, gang, we're back with our in-gym Metcon for Monday, February 15th. We've got 3 trips through today, a minute of work at 4 different movements. First movement's going to be single leg slam. It's a little bit lighter on that medicine ball weight. You'll start in a single leg knee flexion with arms extended overhead, and then as you go to slam, we're going to kick that foot back into an RDL position, slight bend in the knee, most of that bend coming through the hip. And then we will try to stay on one side for 30 seconds today. If you need to, tap that foot down, but then find balance, right back in, and then we'll switch over to the other side for 30 seconds. If you're not able to keep balance on that single leg slam today, I'll have you sub with a single leg RDL. That can be body weight. So we're training the base motion there. We'll actually start in knee flexion and then hinge back into RDL, 30 one side, 30 the other. And then we can even bring an object in to help us with some balance because we want our hips to stay square to the ground and we want a long line from our heel all the way up to the top of our head. That's the most important piece of that. So if you're having trouble holding that position, then opt for a stick. From there, we've got lateral bear drags. On that bear position, your knees should be under your belly button and then hands directly beneath the shoulders. So it doesn't leave a very big gap between your knee and your hand. So you want to turn that dumbbell sideways so you have enough room to slide through. We want our back to stay flat and then our hips to stay mostly unshifted. So as we reach across to pull, you've really got to lock down that core, push that hand through the ground, and try to minimize those hips wanting to roll side to side. Keeping those knees low to the ground, little steps, opposite hand, opposite leg move at the same time. Once that dumbbell gets all the way outside the ribs, then we reach across again, slide through, and then traverse over. If you're working in a square today, you'll simply drag side to side for the duration of the minute. After that, we've got our lateral deadlift. We're going to be stepping towards that outstretched arm. Dumbbell starts in that suitcase position, and then as we step out to the side, hips go back, trailing leg stays long, bending that leaning leg, and that dumbbell should touch right between the arches of the feet. From there, chest comes up as we stand, butt tight, belly tight, as you refine that suitcase position. And then here, make sure you're sending your hips back and not just going down into a lateral lunge. We want this to be a hinge movement, so send those hips back to make it more like a deadlift. On those, 30 seconds on one side and then 30 seconds on the other side. Then finishing up today with plank push-ups, forearm plank, toes as close as we can without hips shifting a ton. Elbows should be right beneath the shoulders. From here, we're going to lead with the same hand today for 30 seconds, and then we'll switch and we'll lead with the other hand for 30 seconds. So trying to keep that long body, resist hiking or sagging the hips, and then also trying to resist the hips rolling too much as we come up or down. If you get burnt out on that movement, come up to your knees, shake out your arms, and then get right back into it. Take each movement up to about that 50-second mark to give yourself a little bit of time to rest today, as well as to transition over to that next movement. Good luck on today's Metcon, and we'll see you back for Tuesday's workout.